I dug my fingers into the controls, my heart pounding against my ribcage like a caged beast desperate to escape. The ship, the asterisk Horizon Seeker asterisk, shudders beneath me as the tremors of the fabric of space, time ripple outward from the flash of energy born from the Great Divide. We had spent years studying it, theorizing about its limits, probing its depths, all in the hopes that we could one day unlock its secrets. But now, with the blaring alarms and the imminent collapse of more than a decade's work, it felt more like we were spiraling into insanity than making a breakthrough, and I was the damned captain. It was my choice to push the ship beyond the Divide's twisting maw, without heed for the warnings I had always brushed aside. The air was thick with tension, more palpable than the metallic tang of the ship's interior. Beside me, Lee, my second in command, glared at the displays with a mixture of disbelief and fury. "Julian, we need to turn back," she snapped, her voice cutting through the chaos that filled the cockpit. "We're not equipped for this. You've seen the readings, the dimensional integrity is collapsing." Frustration flooded me. Lee had always been the cautious one, the sensible voice against my reckless ambition. Since our days as students at the Institute of Astrophysics, she had stopped me countless times from taking risks that could have cost us both everything. But this was different. This knowledge was the climax of years we battled through sleepless nights, searching for answers, the final leap for humanity to understand our place in the cosmos. "No, not now," I growled, but already my resolve felt weak. The ship's hull creaked ominously as we dove deeper into the Divide, the energy fields wrapping around us like living tendrils, testing the vessel's fortitude. "If we're wise enough to use this opportunity, we'll die." Lee interrupted, her brow furrowed in fear. "You're risking the entire crew for an idea." Her words ignited a dull ache in my chest. She didn't understand, but how could she? I had buried the truth from her, the convoluted morass of motives that rendered my vision so reckless. It wasn't just knowledge I sought, it was redemption. The Great Divide represented everything I had lost, everything that had broken me my brother, those 2 lost years in shame and hopelessness after the incident. This voyage had become my final chance to reclaim some part of that lost reputation, but at what cost? Still, my hands trembled, and I knew Lee could see it. She knew me perhaps better than I knew myself. Between the weight of our shared history and our branching futures, she had become my anchor, and that made it even harder. What will the world say when we die trying to unveil secrets we weren't meant to understand? She pressed, her voice tinged with desperation as we entered the wild roiling colors of the Divide. "Remember what happened last time." I felt the cold grip of fear enveloping me, but held it back. We can't let fear dictate our choices. When we discover the truth here, it will change everything. "The last crew that went in never came back," she replied sharply. "Is that the legacy you want to leave behind?" The lights flickered, a washing wave of fluorescent blue cutting through the utter darkness outside, where a swirling vortex of energy danced hungrily as if aware of our presence. "What will they think of you?" Lee pressed, and her voice picked at the frayed edges of my self-worth. "That you chased shadows while abandoning everything, and everyone left behind." The gut-wrenching reality of her assertions gripped me. I heard the whispers of the crew behind me, sensing their hesitations, their thoughts spiraling into uncertainties. Panic coursed through the ship, feeding into the chaos of the energy that surged around us. This wasn't just my mission. It was all of ours. A chance to fillet the very fabric of space apart to see what lay beneath. Or maybe it would be our shared funeral. "Engines at maximum output, Captain." A voice on the comms crackled, the youthful trepidation lacing Edwin's delivery almost comical against the raging backdrop. "Steady, Edwin," I replied, wrestling with my own fears as the Divide's edges cracked with scintillating lights. I had jumped through countless theories, each more harebrained than the last, yet now I stood on the precipice of everything, and the stakes had never been higher. The cockpit lit up with a violent explosion of color as the energy around us reacted, its tendrils clawing at the hull where it began to fracture. I could feel the stress fires igniting as the world around us began to bleed like the canvas of a mad painter. "Ali, I need you to recalibrate the energy shields now," I barked, diverting my focus back to the task at hand. The raw adrenaline surging through my veins, sharpening my senses. Her lips tightened into a thin line, but I could see the spark of determination flicker behind her anxiety. "Let's just get through this together," she said softly, and for a moment the churning madness of the divide faded, and all that existed was the bond of two friends forged in the fires of ambition and hope, and maybe even regret. The Horizon Seeker convulsed violently as if it were alive, determined to spit us out as we plunged deeper, hands pressed against the consoles as we fought against its instinct to surrender. Waves of light washed against the ship, fractals shimmering with possibilities yet to be explored. With every setback, the motivations behind this audacious attempt shadowed me empty promises of revelation pinging through my mind. I faced the divide, life and death hanging on this delicate edge, and whispered a prayer to whatever gods lingered at the fringes of perception. We were so close, I could almost taste the knowledge that eluded us for so long. And as the instruments blared warnings and the energy flared around us, I knew I would do anything to secure it, even if it meant sacrificing everything. As the energy flared and pulsed, the barriers of reality morphed around us, tangling and pulling at the seams of time. "Brace for impact," I yelled, the urgency surging through me like static electricity. With a deafening roar, the Horizon Seeker surged forward into what felt like an abyss, the howling vortex unraveling the very fabric of space itself. In an instant, we were swallowed by brilliant light, blinding and overwhelming. The cockpit swayed violently as energy arcs lashed out like whips, slapping against the hull. I gripped the console, teeth clenched, my resolve dissolving as I fought against the chaos. Stabilizers failing, Edwin's panicked voice echoed across the comms. "We have lost. Cut the power to non-critical systems," Lee shouted, her hands a blur over the controls. I caught a glimpse, her features stark with fear and determination, merging into my own anxiety. She had always kept her fears and aspirations close, shielding her heart while we chased a dream together. But now that fragile connection was tightening into a lifeline, and I feared it might snap. Could we survive this? I could feel it deep in my bones. This was a point of no return. With a final burst, the Horizon Seeker broke through the tumultuous waves of the divide, finding an unsteady calm as we emerged on the other side. The cockpit dimmed to an eerie silence, the alarms fading as the energy dissipated. Around us lay a landscape unlike anything I had ever seen. Bizarre topography spiraled into the horizon, rings of crystalline structures circled stars unknown. Strange depths of vibrant blues and greens mixed with flickering coruscating lights. "Are we alive?" Edwin's voice trembled through the comms, uncertainty crackling in the air. "Yes, we're alive," I replied, letting the bitter taste of relief rush over me, though a part of me remained wary. The divide had shown us strange realities before, but this felt different. "Lee, give me a status report." "Systems are up and running, but I've lost communication with the home base. Lines are severed," she said, frustration lacing her words, "and it's only a matter of time before we start losing power." "We'll need to locate a source," I said, glancing at the imagery unfolding outside the ship. The wondrous formations seemed almost to pulse with an otherworldly heartbeat, luring us closer like moths to a flame. "Edwin, can you scan for energy sources?" "Aye, Captain," he chirped, visibly more enthusiastic now that the chaos calmed. "Scanning now." The ship shuddered softly, and our instruments buzzed with data, flooding our reading arrays. Lee peeked at the screens while I lost myself in the mesmerizing world outside. The material, an ethereal light shifted color in infinite hues, twisting into intricate shapes that danced against the backdrop of the cosmos. But as the initial awe settled, doubt crept in. Where had we landed? What had we awakened? Suddenly, the ship jolted again. The display flickered to life, revealing a massive structure glowing ominously ahead of us. A gate. It throbbed like a heart, folding planes of color radiating from its core. "That's a portal," Lee gasped, the expression transforming her concern into exhilaration. "What if it connects to the other side of the divide? What's it doing here?" I mumbled, taking a moment to reorient myself. It felt like something we had only imagined. The merging of dimensions, a laying bare of the threads of reality we thought we understood. Before I could act, the ship's systems sparked violently. The displays went haywire, panels blinking erratically, and lights glimmering dangerously. It was becoming unstable. "We have to figure out what this gate is or..." "Before what, Julian?" Lee shot back, her patience wearing thin. "Before it consumes us, we need to regroup and analyze our situation first." A bone-chilling crack interrupted our argument as powerful energy surged from the dimensional gate, striking the Horizon Seeker with blinding speed. The display flickered briefly before stabilizing, revealing an imposing shadow flickering against the light of the gate. "What the hell was that?" Edwin shouted, gripping his console. "I don't know," I snapped, but my voice was shaky. "Lee, can you divert energy to shields?" "Doing it," she responded, fingers flying over the console, her face drawn tight as if she were trying to wrestle away shadows closing in on her mind. But the battering energy only intensified, the ship groaning under the onslaught. "Prepare for evasive maneuvers. We need to get out of here," I commanded, a familiar, sickening panic churning within me. But just as I thought we might escape, a piercing shriek sliced through the atmosphere, sending tremors through the vessel like shockwaves of impending doom. Out of the gate something emerged, a creature shrouded in dark tendrils, floating with a grace so terrifying, it seemed to govern the energy that had been unleashed. "What is that?" Lee breathed, horror pouring from her gaze as the creature surveyed us with eyes like swirling galaxies. Before we could react, it lunged forward, tentacles flailing, imbued with cosmic energy. The ship shuddered, alarms blaring as I slammed my hand down on the controls. "Prepare for impact. Hold on." We were pitched violently, and everything lurched. My thoughts were muddled, but instinct kicked in. I gripped the controls to steer us, though the energy seemed to be wrestling with me, pulling us toward the suspicion that we had awakened something ancient, something that had lain dormant between worlds. Suddenly, a piercing beam of light shot forth from the creature, striking the ship's hull just near Lee, and I couldn't help the scream that formed on my lips. "Lee," I yelled, reaching for her, but she reached out of her own accord, energy coursing from her palms as she mirrored the light extending from the creature. A blinding surge enveloped her, and even in disbelief, I could sense a connection forming. A bridge between two entities, one born of ambition, and the other an element of myth, forged in uncertainty. "Lee, don't!" I shouted at the strange oscillating light that connected her to the ethereal being, but the moment held fast. An invisible tether between our existence and this being from another realm. As we spiraled toward chaos, I caught her expression. A stillness amid the storm. This place would not merely test our wills, but challenge our very understanding of the bonds we wore, the truths we clung to, and the betrayals we faced amidst the splintering dimensions. The creature, in that ominous silence, seemed to respond. Outside, the pulse of its form sparkled with possibilities, its energy mingling with Lee's, the iridescence warping underwater light, a cosmic dance of connection, longing, and danger. "Julian," she called out, her voice a symphony of discord, "we cannot just run. It wants to show us something. We need to listen." A hope and terror melded as realization washed over me. Perhaps our fate was a mere twist in the threads of destiny, and this gate was, perhaps, our way to understanding not only the divide but ourselves. But as the energies entwined, the question lingered hauntingly: who were we inviting within, and should we trust the siren call of something so profound, when in what depths lay our ultimate truths? As explosions rumbled through the ship and cosmic colors coalesced around us, I felt the shattering balance of mortality and fate shifting underfoot. Our journey had only begun. This was not just exploration. It was an awakening. The past haunted me, our bonds would flicker, and I now wondered how far I was willing to go to protect the ones I cared for. The creature loomed close, and the intensity escalated. I clutched the console tightly, every alarm screaming, yet I hesitated. What lay beyond could change everything. I could feel it. The weight of the universe teetering, and the asterisk Horizon Seeker asterisk was more than just a ship now. It was a vessel teetering on the brink of revelation. All that mattered was what came next, the truth buried in the energy radiating from the gate. As the chaotic energies intertwined like threads of fate, I braced myself against the console, feeling the fervent pull of the creature's radiant form wrestling with my own logic and will. The ship trembled as if it could sense the turmoil inside me, a voice urging me to escape while another whispered deep truths buried beneath layers of fear and desire. Julian, Lee's voice pierced through the cacophony that resonated around us. Her expression flickered between determination and fright, each face, it a glimmer of the friend I had known, now metamorphosed by the swirling light of the being's ethereal form. We can't turn our backs. It's offering us something, answers, insights into the divide. This could be the break through we've been searching for. The vibrant light undulated in response, tentacles of energy cascading toward her, and I could feel it folding over the ship in almost tender caresses. But something else crept into my heart, a primal fear that rooted itself deep within. I could feel the weight of all those I'd lost, the shadows twisting around our mission and evoking memories of my brother, the longing I chased which had now driven us here, into the hands of an unseen cosmic force. They're not answers, Lee. I shouted back, fear drowning my conviction. What if it leads to madness? What if it devours us? Or it could elevate us? Please, trust me. She stepped closer to the pulsating energy, eyes alight not with horror, but with a hope I feared was misplaced. Her voice softened, holding my gaze as if to tether me to her resolve. Sometimes you have to confront the abyss, Julian. We both lost our way. We can find it here. But the abyss was a foreboding place. Those depths churned with mysteries ungraspable to mortal minds. I watched as her hands began to glow, energy threading through her fingertips, binding itself to the entity. In that moment, I felt a swell of rage and desperation. How had we gotten to this fragile unity, where the lines between fear and hope blurred so inconceivably? What if we lose you, Lee? It was a desperate plea, a whisper of vulnerability that fell from my lips. Or what if this connection costs us your life? The entity pulsed with an intensity that sent ripples of light cascading along the ship's hull. Lee's eyes gleamed, an impenetrable determination setting forth in her gaze. You need to trust me, Julian. We have faced so much together, and we can face this. Realization struck me with a force akin to the reverberations of our ship's engines. I had kept so many truths veiled, hidden behind the veil of ambition and pride. In a rush of clarity, I understood we had been this close to discovering the extraordinary, and yet I had let my fears waver us apart. This was not just about the divide, the answers we sought. It was time to confront the darkness and truly let ourselves be vulnerable, as we had entrusted ourselves to risk. Okay, Lee, I murmured, swallowing down the trepidation. I trust you, but we have to stick together, whatever it takes. The energy around us shifted with renewed vigor, as if our bond had awakened a force within the cosmic expanse. Lee's glow brightened, an effulgence that merged with the ancient energy pulsing from the creature. I felt a rush of warmth radiating through me, igniting something long buried, the hope of a future that transcended mere survival. Hold on, Edwin shouted from behind us, drawing our attention. A high-energy readings coming from the entity. Before he could finish, the very fabric of space around us rippled violently, the creature's energy cascading into a beam that bifurcated reality itself. Streams of colors and dimensions spiraled outward, ephemeral remnants of what was once whole now stretching into chaotic fractals, an uncharted map of the cosmos laid bare before our very eyes. My breath caught in my throat, every molecule vibrating with the sheer magnitude of the force before us. An invitation or an annihilation, a decision awaited our choice. We must traverse between worlds. Lee spoke, her voice steady amid the storm. We're on the brink of an understanding beyond comprehension. The divide, our past, it's all here. The ship trembled anew, and I felt the energy pulse in synchrony with Lee's touch. I could feel it reaching into the core of my being, awakening memories and shadows that had long been buried beneath layers of ambition. The essence of my brother, fading smiles and laughter resonated, a poignant reminder of sacrifice intermingled with hope. It was only here in this moment did I understand how much I had clung to fear rather than letting love be my guide. It's time, Lee declared, fire blooming in her eyes, the creature now extending a path made of light, beckoning us forward. This energy, it's our chance, it can teach us. We can heal what broke us. Yet, beneath her fervor, I felt a heart-wrenching twinge of uncertainty. There lay the question, what could we truly learn from the unknown? It occurred to me then that we were not only searching for redemption, but wading into the shadowy depths of our own existence. An interrogation of purpose and identity that would irrevocably reshape us. Together, Lee, I solemnly uttered, clasping her shoulder tightly, there was no turning back, only forward, into a realm of possibility riddled with the ghosts of our pasts. The light intensified, the connection deepening with each heartbeat, and we sailed through the dimensional rift, leaving behind the ship, our identities tangled in a web of energy that threaded between worlds. The sensation of passage was both exhilarating and terrifying. A soft white haze enveloped us as colors unfolded brilliantly like petals of a blossoming flower, revealing ethereal landscapes we had never fathomed. Time felt suspended, each moment pregnant with understanding, merging many lives into one, each echo of existence coalescing and diverging in a breathtaking display. But as we continued forward, my thoughts spiraled into darker alleys, the cost of this moment. To accept this union, did we sacrifice our individual identities, our truths? Would we be bound forever to the unknown? Voices surged within me, and I realized the weight of this choice wasn't merely mine. Like a gnarled tree shaped by years of giving surety to community, it reached deep into the realms of those I loved, of all those that walked this path before us. The answer cannot be found alone. I shouted instinctively, the words thrusting me back into the luminous space around us. We must remember what made us who we are. But just as I rallied my thoughts, a spectral twist clawed at the edges of my mind, pulling me deeper into the vibrant splendor. Whispers unfurled, specters of lost hopes and dreams spiraling around us. Visions rushed past, Lee's heartache pulsing like a distant star, my brother's laughter vibrating through time, the joy of discovery merging both lost and found. Each memory coursed through me like strands, weaving the fabric of existence, a tapestry rich with possibility and despair. Suddenly, the thread of our past stitched together around us, intertwining more than just moments, more than just memories. They enveloped us in experience, illuminating truths that threatened to break us. The energy soared to unprecedented heights, effortlessly itemizing the raw essence of our lives while hurling us deeper into an embrace we hadn't planned for. "This is it," Lee cried, her voice intertwining wild excitement with grief. "We can't just observe, we must interact with it." The creature before us undulated, the energy oscillating between harmony and chaos, blurring the lines that separated us. It swirled, reshaping itself into something recognizable, faces lit within its core, each representing questions unanswered, pains unresolved. I saw echoes of the crew, their intentions and failures shadowed beneath the creature's light. In that moment of intense exploration, I grasped with stark clarity that the ultimate reality was not derived from seeking knowledge alone. It rested in empathy and connection. This was the gateway to understanding not only ourselves but each other. Each joy, grief, and anger encapsulated in fathomless depths beneath the divide. Yet as this truth pressed upon me, it raised another pressing question. a deep-seated conflict that lingered in shadows beneath levity. Trust was a fragile thing, and revealing too much risked everything we fought for. There were facets of our souls even we dared not explore. "Edwin, can you hear me?" I shouted, realization burning urgency through my veins. The creature. It's drawing from our essence. "We must work together." Edwin's reply, shaky but resolute, emerged from the comms. "I'm here, Captain. I feel it, but it's hard to maintain focus." I cast a brief look at Lee, and in her eyes I saw that challenging dance between trust and uncertainty. "We need to unify our intentions. Let's channel our energy through this connection." My voice cracked with rising fervor. "The divide isn't a wall. It's a tapestry woven from the threads of our souls. If we open the floodgates of our truths, we can work together. Let's extend it. Let's show this entity who we are." The light flared anew, illuminating the expanse around us, almost blinding. Lee stepped forward, reaching out toward it, and for a fleeting heartbeat, I saw brief glimpses of crystalline futures, an understanding beyond comprehension. We threaded our energies and memories, each thread a unique experience, intertwined with raw emotionality. Hope, despair, love, betrayal, every flicker of what had shaped us surged toward the being, and in turn, reverberated like frequencies to shape visions within the unknown. Edwin joined in, channeling his memories into this cosmic waltz, and I felt the ship hum in response, resonating with the tapestry we crafted. As the creature pulsated forward, it lit with the kaleidoscope of our truths, melding our fears with knowledge. We watched as the very fabric of dimensions stretched and rippled, our combined essences opening pathways forged in resonance. "Now," Lee exclaimed, "connect with it, guide it to wisdom." We dove deeper together, our essences merging seamlessly as we shaped a vision, curating a gift in the form of understanding, trying tirelessly to forge a future where chaos and order resided instead of barriers formed in misunderstandings. The energy melded into a vast symphony of life gathering around the entity, folding into patterns of coherence, a translation of existence itself. Suddenly, the light intensified dramatically. Waves of color flowed through and bound back like a heartbeat, a synchrony of knowledge unfurling into the ever-expanding cosmos. The creature absorbed it, flowing deeper into a connection I realized sparked with the potential to connect not just us but generations to come. But as revelations unfold, I knew there still lay choices to be made. Each choice not only directed energies outward, but reflected back into our hearts. Memories, like tendrils of fabric stretched across timelines, sought finality, demanding answers. Just as clarity illuminated the boundary between choice and consequence, a wave of potent energy surged toward us. The being revealed glimpses of possibilities, each branching path lit beneath the divide, beside pathways echoing deeper connections that stitched together the fabric of existence. "Is this our chance for redemption?" Lee asked, her voice a blend of wonder and fear, trembling on the precipice of understanding. "Are we crafting a path not just for us, but for those who follow?" "Perhaps," I said as echoes resounded within me, the laughter of my brother mingling with soft words of forgiveness. "Or maybe it's a chance to understand what we've hidden within." The tendrils entwined around us began to reshape, exposing another realm. A hidden layer unveiled beyond veils of judgment and fear. A world of forgiveness and healing unveiled itself, shimmering above scars we bore. All at once, the realization coursed through me. This wasn't just about the divide, but laying the foundation for a tomorrow bound together by unity. Then, the energy exploded around us, a brilliant cascade of color that illuminated the darkness beyond. I felt it penetrating deep within my own soul, the depths of everything I had feared, and those I had long let slip away through the veil. The connection solidified, and for the first time, I saw who we were, who we could be. The choices we made resonating with the parts of us we often neglected. As I reached into that state of grace, hearts intertwined and destinies bound, the creature responded, The light flared, enveloping us in nurturing warmth. In that moment, I felt the unfathomable weight lift from my heart. Redemption was not a solitary goal, but a movement forged together, an awareness spawned from community. Still, an ever-looming question loomed on the horizon: what awaited us beyond this unity of renewal? This path sparked from understanding. With perception heightened and horizons painted anew, the journey we embarked on felt infinite. What truths would unravel next, and could we truly unravel those shadows of doubt without sacrifice? As light enveloped us, pulling us deep into the gateways of understanding, I held Lee's hand firmly in mine. We had come to face the depths together, and whatever awaited us beyond this gateway, hand in hand, we'd discover our own truths entwined with the universe's. With the future beckoning like distant stars erupting in a brilliant serenade, the path spiraled open, waiting for us to explore, and with it, the promise echoed through the very core of our existence: to learn, to grow, to embrace love in the face of oblivion. And as the energy shimmered around us, we could do nothing but move forward together, shaping destinies that awaited beyond the horizon of the Great Divide. As the blinding energy enveloped us, I felt time distort, warping around our fragile forms. The creature we had formed a tenuous bond with pulsed steadily, as if listening, awaiting our next move. I could see Lee's face illuminated in the soft luminescence, all expressions of fear or uncertainty replaced by an unwavering focus. As we stepped further into the cosmic expanse, the radiant bridge connecting our energies drew us both in, urging us to confront the profound truths hidden in the depths of our souls. "Oh, we're in this together," I whispered, squeezing her hand, a gesture meant to fortify our resolve against the unknown ahead. With every beat of my heart, I felt our commitment solidifying, an unbreakable tether anchoring us against the tides of doubt. The air shimmered around us, brimming with palpable energy, ripe with possibility, like the very fabric of the universe coiling and unfurling at our command. The creature, the conduit of raw cosmic energy, coiled around us, beaming wavelengths that painted glimmering visions across the void. I was struck by the weight of truth behind our mission. The Great Divide held not just knowledge, but the means to unlock understanding, not only of ourselves, but of those we were connected to throughout the endless cosmos. Oh, what if we can learn to mimic these energies? Lee speculated aloud, her voice resonating with enthusiasm yet thick with gravity. Oh, what if we can bridge gaps we never thought could intertwine? Her green eyes flickered, their luminescence reflecting a wave of hope married with fear as clarity emerged around us, an awareness that transcended the physical realm. Suddenly, an influx of images burst forth from the creature, each depicting pivotal moments from our past. The day my brother, Alex, fallen against the chaotic cruelty of fate, lay lifeless, his dreams tethered to the stars. The intimate conversations shared over late nights with Lee, tethering secrets of ambition intertwined with fears, flashes of rebellion against the establishment in pursuit of truth. Each frame cascaded before us with exquisite clarity, arching across the seething expanse. Julian, Lee's voice cracked slightly, but she held steady. It's showing us our pain, not to torment us, but to help us understand how it shapes who we are. A recognition dawned as I sensed the intertwining of our experiences, a rich tapestry woven from grief and understanding, threading us to the very core of existence. With each vision, the connection deepened, a collective consciousness rising between us, melding our values, fears, and aspirations, all threatened by the shadows of unresolved oddities. What do I do about the nightmares about Alex? The question escaped my lips, raw and quivering with an urgency that reverberated through the fabric of light. An eruption of color surrounded me, engulfing me in warmth. The pulsing entity responded, intertwining with my energy, the emotions resonating into the very core of my being. A dialogue flew through the energy, a stream of awareness, suggesting that I dare to face the fears that had haunted me throughout my life. The memories exploded into brilliance, entangled threads of love and sorrow entwined against a backdrop of starlit horizons. I was enveloped in the fractured essence of time. A kaleidoscope of emotion pulled apart at the seams, stretching the lines between each moment's existence. Each hue cascaded, burning with its own vibrancy, urging me to confront what I buried deep beneath layers of denial. "Face it," Lee urged, her eyes illuminated with profound understanding. "Face the truth." The darkness quivered at the edges as if in response. I knew this was the crux of our journey. This was where we were confronted with the narrative we wove, where the light met the shadows, and the only way out was through. My resolve solidified as I dared to step into the abyss, to understand my grief so I could transform it into strength, shattering the shackles that had long held me captive. Our combined energies surged around us in ethereal brilliance, and amidst the shifting cosmos, I found the remnants of my brother's laughter, woven tightly into the symphony of existence, still echoing out across the universe. "I'm here, Julian." His laughter danced on the edges of memory, shifting into a whisper. "A balm against loss. Find me." Lee's voice punctured the veil again. "What does it mean to you, Julian?" In that moment, clarity struck like a lightning bolt cleaving darkness, illuminating thoughts and memories once obscured. It wasn't simply about confronting Alex's departure. It was about embracing love and letting my memories breathe life. It was acceptance streaming forth like solar winds, sweeping past tumult and pain. I was meant to cherish our bond, to honor it and allow its energy to propel me forward, not drag me into despair. "Lee," I breathed, the weight lifting from my shoulders as the hues swirled into vibrant shapes. "He's here with us. I can feel it." Sensing my commitment, the pulsating energy enveloped me, lifting me higher, weaving my memories into the colossal cosmic fabric, forming constellations tracing his existence. As we forged a connection, I could feel Alex's spirit manifest, a guardian woven with threads of love, wisdom, and dreams, guiding me into realms of understanding. In that moment of communion, clarity washed over us, revealing unimaginable depths we were itching to explore. The emblematic dance between love and loss, the power of vulnerability, and the relentless pursuit of hope stitched through the very fabric of reality. Here, facing our darkness, we emerged into breathtaking luminescence, a mirror of truth reflecting everything we were meant to learn. "What if we harness the essence around us?" Lee proposed, her excitement infectious. "If together we can face our pain, we can bridge the divide. We can craft new realities." I nodded fiercely, a wave of collective insight washing over us. "Let's weave our truths. Let's connect our pasts and create new futures, not just for ourselves, but for all those who suffer shadows of doubt." Energy pulsed in response, and our resolve solidified into unyielding strength. Together, we directed our thoughts, crafting a tapestry of connection, each memory a thread, each experience a beacon. The creature resonated vibrantly, responding eagerly to our intention, and began to weave our energies together, painting the corners of existence anew as colors burst forth like constellations, forming galaxies across the infinite expanse. "Oh, look," Lee shouted, her awe spilling over. "We're creating something larger than ourselves." Each pulse of light radiated outward, memories intertwining. We witnessed the creation of pathways that would weave through existence, bridges of understanding spanning dimensions. Visions prophetic danced before us, visions of compassion illuminated by love, connections forged across pain leading toward healing, from our fellow crew members to strangers dealing with loss, and battles against the uncertainties of existence. As light flooded the expanse, I marveled that we were no longer merely explorers. We had become architects of destinies, creators of luminous bridges that threaded across galaxies. Gifts sent forth into the infinity, a manifestation of empathy unearthing the cosmos from darkness to light. Together, we shouted in unison, hand in hand, our spirits interwoven through the energy that pulsed chaotically, forging possibilities that reached beyond limits. But in that moment of transcendence, a dark flicker emerged, slicing through our connection, as if testing the boundaries we'd formed. The creature shivered, its form quaking, signaling turbulence in the vibrational energies. The once harmonious glow recoiled, revealing fractures amid the brilliance. Shadows arose like specters from the depths of unfathomable darkness. "Julian, look!" Lee shrieked, her grip tightening. A ripple interrupted the beautiful surging waves. The realization pans out in stark clarity, beckoning dread as the truth manifested starkly before us. Shadows of doubt, resentment, and pain clawed their way into our creation, threatening to shatter the bridge we had so carefully woven. "We need to confront those elements," I called out, squaring my shoulders. "We brought them here. They're the costs of our truths, the fears we must face to find real peace. Then let's reclaim power over them," Lee shouted, eyes aflame with ferocity. "Together. We can't allow them to pull us back into despair." As darkness crept closer, our energies merged, gathering like a cyclone of force built on the foundation of our bond. Our doubts, histories, and fears surging forward, manifesting physical forms trembling on the edge of turmoil. These shadows morphed into haunting specters mirroring our fears, my brother's absence intertwining with pain, moments of anger and guilt, a visceral reckoning portraying everything we buried beneath the veneer of confidence. "Efface it," I whispered, steeled by the sight of those shadows coiling against us. "If we refuse to confront what binds us to the darkness, we can never bridge to light." The specters struggled, writhing with an anxiety imbued from our memories. The emotions forged were unable to disappear, but cry out to be validated. "Julian," they flickered, their voices raspy and echoing, taunting. "You seek redemption, yet you loathe the shadows in your heart." Elise stepped closer to my side as the specters sought to sow doubt, clawing at the shadows surrounding me. "No more," she seethed with fierce determination. "We acknowledge you, but we refuse to give you power. You are a part of us, and that alone does not define who we are." Her words reverberated, resonating through the energy, igniting a blaze in my heart. Together, we faced the shadows looming before us, the weight of our grief, hope, fears, anger, guilt, each verse interacting in concert, rushing to entwine in a dance of confrontation. Rapid hands reached out to grasp Jefferson's indispensable spirit in unison, coiling around me, the warmth rejuvenating our resolve, remnants of the past further softening into acceptance. "You're a part of me," I proclaimed aloud, feeling power build within, "but you don't control me. I choose to live in love." With determination spiraling, I turned to Lee, her strength lighting our way. We drew our energies together, creating an insurmountable wave charged with acceptance, unyielding knowledge, and the spirit of friendship intertwined with a shared journey. With a roar, we propelled the combined force against the darkness, the shadows splintering at the edges as they reached for light. The darkness truly realized that they could no longer contain us. Together, we shouted, voices harmonizing across the abyss. "We choose unity." The shadows erupted, fracturing as light surged forth. They scattered and transformed into a cascade of energy, spiraling into iridescent depths, a powerful rebirth revealed among refracted colors reflecting off consciousness, sprouting forth truths we carried inside us. As our bond pulsated anew, illuminating across the expanding void, the creature responded with a renewed vigor, swirling colors threading into beings and memories that echoed through existence. Its essence pulsed, reflective of our shared determination, building toward creation once again. Beyond the edges of consciousness danced new forms, glimmers of hope radiant with every connection made. I felt a profound sense of gratitude invade my heart, cascading into a warmth illuminating our souls. Here, beyond barriers of memory and despair, we were living, the echoes of countless lives converging into one, the vibrant call of existence ringing true across dimensions. Together, we echoed, sidestepping vulnerability, embracing pasts intertwined with each notion of grief and hope. The perceptions of the universe revealed the power of understanding our journeys, bridging gaps that had once felt insurmountable. At that moment, something vast and beautiful stirred through the expanse. The energy surged, shining with the brilliance of a new dawn. Love kindling possibility through despair, unveiling dimensions not just of resilience, but kindness and unity. Julian, we've done it. Look, Lee gasped, her voice softening into wonder. Across the multi-hued landscape, threads of unity captured the shadows. Whatever darkness lingered was swept away, transformed into vibrant colors illustrating connections formed, relationships reignited, futures unveiled. The paths we crafted merged endlessly into vistas unfurling like petals of blossoming flowers reaching toward the sun. In that moment of breathtaking clarity, fate unveiled its truth. Acceptance was not a conclusion, but a beginning, a flaming manifestation ready to unfurl through existence. As we floated amid the beauty of what we had begun to realize, I turned to Lee with unwavering certainty. A fierce partnership forged through the divide, through every shadow, every fear, culminating in the illumination of understanding what it meant to love. We're ready for whatever lies ahead together, I breathed, feeling renewed reverence for the bond we cherished. With purpose ignited, we stood firm hand in hand, ready to embrace the unknown, stepping confidently into the next magnificent chapter awaiting us just beyond the horizon of light. The essence of exploration beckoned ambitions silhouetted against infinite possibilities stretched deeper than we dared to imagine. And together, we would uncover the truths illuminating the journey still to come, paving a path woven with the threads of unity, compassion, and unwavering courage. In the end, we were not only seekers but brought forth the legends of truths awaiting discovery. A universe too intricate to ever be unspooled, forever enriched by the stars who dared to fight for the light intermingling across the cosmos of existence. With spirits intermingled, we embrace the dawn of our awakening, no longer cradled by shadows, allowing our ever-expanding essence to fill the astral plane, illuminating destinies yet arrayed, an invitation set forth to explore every whisper of mystery dancing between stars, rekindling hopes across dimensions. Hand in hand, we stepped forward toward the hazy unknown as creators of destiny, architects of unity. The journey of discovery, redemption, and endless love forever entwined in the stardust swirling around us. As the gateway unfurled before us, a pulsing portal of light, interwoven with strands of shimmering energy, Lee and I stood poised at the precipice of the unknown. The very air crackled with potential, a magnetic pull drawing us into the next chapter of our journey. The memories of our past, mingled with pain and hope, echoed softly like a heartfelt symphony, beckoning us toward a horizon alive with infinite possibilities. Think of what lies beyond, Lee breathed, glancing up at the kaleidoscope of colors unfolding. We have a chance to not only discover the truths of the Great Divide, but to pioneer paths we never knew existed. I could feel the warmth of her conviction wash over me, igniting the embers of my own hope. The fears we had faced together were still raw, the limbs of despair threatening to wrap around our spirits again, but here, on the cusp of transcendence, resilience flourished. Whatever awaits us, I said resolutely, we'll uncover it together. We owe it to every fragment of our past to push forth, even if it's terrifying. With a soft but determined nod, we clasped hands and stepped through the radiant portal, feeling the vibrations resonate through us like the reverberations of a rising crescendo, pulsing in unison with the heartbeats of the universe. The moment we crossed the threshold, the sensation plunged us into an entirely new reality, a dimension woven from the light and shadows at the fractal edges of existence. The vast expanse opened before us, liquid, like, swirling with colors impossible to describe, hues of emerald and sapphire intermingled with glimmers of gold, forming an ethereal tapestry that undulated like waves across the sea. Where are we? Edwin's voice crackled over the comms, resonating with urgency. His presence reminded me of the reality anchoring us, even amid the ethereal chaos surrounding us. I'm not sure, I replied, my senses heightened, catching glimpses and feelings that stirred deep within. A gravity of emotions surrounding us that felt both alien and strangely familiar. But it's beautiful. Lee unwaveringly observed our surroundings, her brow furrowing as she noticed tendrils of energy snaking through the atmosphere like the roots of a tree hidden beneath the surface. This is beyond anything I ever imagined. It's almost as if the energy itself is alive. As I looked closer, I began to grasp the patterns knitting themselves throughout this realm. A dynamic tapestry, each thread vibrating with thought and intention, connecting moments snipped from time, souls intertwined within the fabric of existence. Every flicker radiated unresolved stories yearning to be understood, a shared narrative echoing beneath the surface. "Let's interact with it," Lee suggested, her excitement bubbling forth. "If the energy here is sentient, perhaps it holds the answers we seek. We've traversed into its embrace, let's learn to communicate." I felt exhilaration sweep through me at the prospect, but knew that this would not come without its own challenges. But if it's sentient, it may also generate pain and fear. Memories that reside here, we have to be careful. Careful or open? Lee countered, her conviction compelling me once again. This is about understanding our pasts, facing what lies beyond. We owe it to ourselves to explore what is awaiting us within this domain. Before I could argue, she reached forth, extending her fingers toward the undulating energy, tracing patterns in the air. "Come forth," she called, her voice steady. "We're not here to harm. We wish to learn, to bond, and to heal." In response, strands of energy coalesced around us, swirling violently for a moment before calming into a soft glow. The air shimmered, and for an ephemeral heartbeat, I sensed consciousness rippling through the fabric, reacting to Lee's call. A voice emerged, a soft harmonizing hum resonating within the depths of our minds, an ethereal whisper that cascaded over us like soothing waves, touching every scar etched into our souls. "To reach, you must be ready to reveal your truths, for within lies the key to understanding." "Reveal," I echoed, my heart pounding against my chest. "You mean our fears, our losses. With transparency, you shall weave connections," the voice responded, carrying an echo of understanding. "Embrace honesty, and you may unlock pathways now blocked." A shiver coursed through me, awareness dawning about the weight of the journey ahead. It wasn't just an exploration of the unknown. It was a reckoning, a path to weave acceptance with bravery and expose the very marrow of our existence. "Nobody said it would be easy," Lee murmured, her eyes glimmering with determination. "But perhaps it's essential." The glowing tendrils pulsed gently around us, whispering memories that surface, visions of our past intertwined with the warmth of our experiences, both light and shadow. I closed my eyes, allowing the echoes to lull me into a calming embrace. Visions began to unfurl, a montage of memories, my brother's laughter resonating like sweet music, reflections of their shadows, the arguments, the moments spent lost in ambition, the shards of regret entwined with joy, each memory trying to connect. "Join me, Julian," Elise' whisper urged, pulling me back to the present. I opened my eyes to see her gazing deeply into the tendrils, really looking into them, searching for a dialogue, an exchange of emotion and light, a chance to share our narratives even as tears threatened to spill. "I hold guilt about Alex," I confessed, my voice trembling. "I'm afraid that by embracing this moment, I'll give up the past. It's all I have left, whether it hurts or not." Lee's gentle touch steadied me, and I was filled with an overwhelming determination. "You'll never lose those memories. They're a part of you, shaping who you are. Acknowledge them, but don't let them define you." Together, we stepped further into the glowing realm, allowing the energy to swirl around us, each pulse encouraging us to open further until I finally surrendered to the tide. "I'm ready," I whispered, the walls around my heart crumbling. The energy pulsed brightly, inviting my vulnerability. "Let go," the voice sang, flowing through me as it wrapped around Lee as well. "Release your burdens. Allow the essence of your truth to fill the fabric." And so I did. I breathed in deeply, allowing emotions to cascade freely, letting fragments of regret weave together with strands of joy. I loved my brother, even if I didn't protect him, I admitted. Fate took him from me, and now I live with his absence like an aching wound. As soon as the words left my lips, a brilliant light erupted around us, illuminating the colorful expanse with an embrace of warmth. A soft laughter resonated, and I felt my breath hitch in my throat. The presence of energy around me surged in reaction, shifting the atmosphere as if responding to my admission. Then it shifted again. The voice trailed softly through the air, treasuring the moment that was iridescent with acceptance. By allowing yourselves to feel your pain, you free your truths. And with truth comes the birth of understanding. Lee's eyes sparkled with tears reflecting the glimmers of shared memories. I felt failed toward loved ones, she admitted, her voice quaking. We lost our way amidst ambition, and I feared I dragged you down. And none of us is perfect, Lee, I replied, clasping her hand tightly in mine. Together we are stronger. We can reconnect with the light we've buried together. As if our bond shone brightly, the essence spiraled, unencumbered by shadows, reflecting understanding and connection. The energy vibrated with the warmth of acknowledgement, a reuniting of hearts buried beneath years of turmoil. Now, in embracing your truths, the voice of consciousness reverberated through our minds. You unlock healing. Share your bond, let your truth weave with others, and venture deeper toward uncharted realms. Once more, a wave of vibrant energy surged forward, a radiant path opening wide before us filled with possibilities unfurling. We took a step together, resolute, and I felt a sense of exhilaration mingling with the clarity we had co-created, revealing the beauty behind understanding not just ourselves, but one another. Onward, Lee announced, her voice steady. A flicker of excitement ignited across her features. We're not just stepping into new discoveries, we're crafting them. Let's dissect the depths before us. Patterns reveal wisdom. With renewed vigor, we ventured further down the pulsating corridor of energy, allowing ourselves to traverse possible futures as they erupted into existence. Threads of illusion flared around us, untangling histories, linking into potentialities bound in the embrace of our connection. As we explored, fragments of reality began to crystallize, the ethereal paths revealing not just our collective narrative, but also those tethering to the cosmos. Galactic connections emerging alongside shards of history, leading the way into a beautiful fabric that reflected the journeys and aspirations of existence. I can see them, Lee exclaimed, pointing toward a shimmering array of visions emerging from within the energy. The stories of countless lives woven into this dimension, histories shared across time, and as the narratives metamorphosed before us, we bore witness to lives led, opportunities seized, and connections deepened through the fabric of consciousness, each longing to transcend their limitations. Our hearts beat harmoniously as I felt the aura of my brother's laughter infuse with the energy around us, pulsing with joy. He guided me, reassuring me that I had not lost him entirely. Rather, my journey illuminated deeper truths, the essence of life that spanned beyond the temporal to thread through realms both physical and metaphysical. Let's explore, I shouted, elation pouring through me as I embraced the power of our connectedness. The pulse of the universe surrounding us grew stronger. We stepped into the tapestry of narratives, ready to unravel the hidden truths and turn trauma into resilience, knowing our unity could defy both time and bounds. And in that first moment, I finally understood. The journey was never meant to be faced alone. With every thread cast before us, we meshed lives, hopes, and stories into an insatiable celebration together, moving toward a horizon unshackled from regrets, woven into the ongoing story that speaks the language of connection and growth. As we ventured deeper, I felt a sense of liberation painting my spirit vibrant, a profound realization reverberating within me, that while life entailed loss, it also birthed unimaginable hope, exhilarating moments of discovery that would flourish beyond imagination. Our stories interwoven within the greater narrative of existence, forever departing toward the horizon filled with possibility. Together, we jumped into the fray fearlessly, spectacularly, emerging as architects of our destiny. The past was no longer a shackle, it was the soil in which our next journey would flourish, shaping new beginnings deeper than the Great Divide could fathom. I squeezed Lee's hand once more as the energy caressed us, confident that our truth was not merely a fragment of history, but a seed for the futures waiting just beyond our grasp. Hand in hand, we stepped into the glorious unknown, ready to embrace whatever awaited us. The vibrant pathways of energy coiled around us as we ventured deeper into the crystalline realm. Each tenebrous echo, now illuminated by revelations sparked by our collective truths, each thread thrumming beneath fingertips, pulses of shared experiences tightening a bond not only between Lee and me, but extending outward to the very fabric of existence. As we moved forward, the reality around us grew increasingly intricate, revealing glimpses of worlds interconnected, each shimmering portal a tapestry of lives interwoven with our own. "Look there," Lee exclaimed, her voice echoing against the iridescent backdrop. "Those portals, they're not just ways to travel, they hold memories, connections." I focused on where she pointed, strands of energy swirling together like a river flowing through time, every eddy a moment suspended in brilliance. Emotion surged within me, the memories danced with fervent vitality, the laughter of children, the whispered secrets of lovers, the somber recollections of loss, all woven together, reflecting not just what was, but what could be. "Can we step through?" I asked, curiosity igniting within me as I reached toward the nearest flickering portal. The energies pulsed, shimmering in response as if urging us to explore further. Only if we embrace the memories we have to be ready to confront whatever lies within. Lee cautioned, her hand tightening around mine, grounding me. We're not just voyeuristic observers, we're an integral part of this fabric. As her words settled in, I felt the weight of our task crash over me once more. This would not merely be an observation but an engagement, a reconciliation with every trial we faced, every loss carved into our minds. "Let's do it," I said, determination behind every syllable. Together, we stepped forward, crossing the threshold of color and sound, feeling the overwhelming tide of energy engulf us. An intense wave washed over us, illuminating memories that surged like distant thunder. The world blurred, shapes melding into a cosmic kaleidoscope, before suddenly coalescing into a new reality. We stood in a sun-drenched meadow, sunlight piercing through branches overhead, bathing us in warmth and tranquility. Fragrant wildflowers dotted the landscape, singing a harmonious melody that mingled with the rustling leaves, beckoning us to breathe in the beauty. A stark contrast from the turbulent realm we had just left behind. "Is this," I whispered, incredulous, "to be a memory of ours?" "It has to be," Lee affirmed, stroking petals that tangled around her fingers. "Look." As awareness reigned, a pulsating presence wrapped around us. A vivid flash of warmth that brought back echoes of laughter danced on the breeze. Suddenly, a figure emerged from beneath the canopy, a boy, no older than 8, with tousled dark hair and brilliant blue eyes. My breath caught. "Alex," I stepped forward, hope blooming amid the uncertainty. Could it really be the absence I held within my heart, now personified before me? "Julian," the boy shouted, dashing forward with open arms, the innocence of childhood pulling me into an embrace. I knelt, overwhelmed by a maelstrom of emotion surging around us. "This is—" I struggled to form the words through the weight of realization crashing over me. "This is impossible. It's a memory," Lee said gently, kneeling beside me. "A manifestation of what you've held dear. You never lost him, not completely." Alex's laughter echoed, untainted by sorrow, swirling around me like an embrace. In that moment, a warmth enveloped my heart. Everything came rushing back. The countless afternoons together, laughter shared under the sun, adventures that were ours alone. I wrapped my arms around him, savoring the bittersweet embrace, yearning to hold on to every fleeting moment, savoring the comfort in the wake of farewell that had haunted me. "I've missed you so much," I muttered, voice choked with gratitude. "Don't leave me again." "You're never alone," he responded, his voice melodic and pure, filled with innocence tinged with wisdom beyond his years. "I'm always with you, just like I'll always be part of you." With those words, a wave of understanding washed over me. Rather than a matter of loss, I came to recognize a deeper truth. That Alex's essence lived on through the love we shared. Lee's presence remained steadfast beside me, transforming the moment into a bonding portal, not just memories of the past, but a present we shaped together. In that blend of affection, urgency ignited anew, born from the threads woven between us. "Can you show us how we can heal?" I asked Alex, surrendering to the current. "How do we bind these memories into something tangible?" The boy's eyes shimmered, and he glanced toward the horizon, as if pondering the answer. "To heal, you must trust your truth. Accept what you feel, the pain and joy intertwined so you can shape new paths." The light flickered, swirling around him, and Lee reached out, voice steady. "Alex, can you help guide us? This isn't just about Julian. It's about everyone we've lost, every connection we've forged." The boy nodded, principles radiating from him like waves. "Together, all of us must remember it's okay to grieve, to celebrate. That's how you make new memories. Let love unite your heart." In that instant, the lush meadow began to shift and change around us, once again melding with the currents of energy that pulled at the edges of our consciousness. Images connected in a spectacular dance, flashes of time intertwined with faces I once cherished, but now merely flickers obscured by sorrow. In rapid succession, I saw friends lost, family ties unraveled, all blending within a symphony of emotion, a cacophony yet resolved, urging us to embrace what lay before us. "Hold on to the light," Lee whispered, her fingers intertwined with mine as we connected through the movement of energy. "We can celebrate their lives." As we embraced the unfolding journey, we began to weave our essence together, letting go of the grief, knitting their memories into strands of warmth embracing our hearts. The petals danced forth, intermingling electric colors, spiraling through the cosmos, each one unspooling a breath of life into the fabric of time. I could feel the radiant pulses flowing alongside my heartbeat, unlocking depths I had long contained. "Julian, it's time," Lee urged, her eyes shimmering with shared determination. "We can't be passive observers. We must anchor this energy and offer something in return." In that moment of clarity, I understood. To heal was not merely to accept the past, but to celebrate, to connect with those who still remained vibrantly woven throughout our essence. "When I see those who have wandered through pain," I said, looking into Lee's determined eyes, "I feel new love emerge." As I spoke, a rush of warmth surged over me once again, each thread unlocking revelations, igniting sparks that danced at the corners to reveal the hidden possibilities. "Free it," Alex encouraged softly, a smile warming the contours of a boy long lost. Striding forward, we clasped hands, intertwining our essences within, consuming them with the brilliance of connection. I breathed deeply, my mind racing as I gazed at myriad flickers harmonizing into revelations. Each thread pulsated with life, their laughter was a dance, each smile infinitely fulfilling, connecting past and present, shaping newness out of darkness. "Let this energy be a tribute," I called out. "To everyone we loved, to everyone we've lost. Forging bonds of remembrance, forever reminding us what truly matters. Transcend time," Lee echoed, her essence intertwining fervently, urging forth as we poured everything we held into the ancient current. "Let us become vessels of understanding, catalysts, propelling those we cherish toward the light." With renewed fervor, we infused the energy with waves of love flowing from us, each heartbeat radiating in unison, a cacophony of connections swirling around us. As we gave voice to emotions that long lay dormant, the air electrified, bending, shaping a conduit to either heal or conquer. Suddenly, a resounding pulse ignited through the portals, each one drawing forth memories tangled in tendrils of tenderness and loss. Faces shimmered, people we missed, lives lived, hopes ignited, captured within the tendrils, reaching beyond the reach of shadows into the light. In a radiant chorus, we poured forth our shared humanity, joy, grief, love, and loss, unraveling freely as the energies surged around us, bringing our gifts into existence. "We are united by shared paths," I shouted, the vibration reverberating throughout the meadow. "The memories that shape us are bonds that forever tie us together." The meadow erupted around us in an explosion of light, Flowers sparkled as tendrils enveloped, threading insights into lush forms, gifts of understanding and compassion blossoming rapturously. Colors radiated outward, merging every memory in sweet harmony. A celebration of those cherished in our hearts, reminding us that each life entwined with another, wrapped within this cosmic cradle of existence. This is our gift to the universe. Lee cheered, voice rising over the shimmering waves. We will share this love. We will carry the memories forward. And as we stood amidst the brilliance, branches entwined with vibrant petals blooming, I felt the convergence of every moment woven intricately into the tapestry of our pasts. Here in this sanctuary of belonging, memories ignited with the potential to guide our futures, spurning us forward. The world opened wide before us, stitching each heartbeat, each burden turned into celebration, our destinies linked like stars across the sky, and against the twilight of light, I felt the warmth of Alex's laughter echoing through my soul, a reminder of love enduring beyond the veils of loss. Together, we could craft new beginnings, forging paths built on gratitude for what shaped us, woven truths of pain and jubilation, a testament to connection, resilience, courage, joy, the essence of love eternally illuminating the cosmos and enfolding all in beautiful, sovereign flight. Heart soaring, I squeezed Lee's hand, determination igniting within with the energy surging through me. Let's continue, I urged, and together, we stepped into the next portal, our hearts entwined as creators of clarity, architects of destiny. Somewhere, beyond the horizon of the Great Divide, new adventures and connections awaited, shimmering in the embrace of the unknown. Emerging from the portal, we found ourselves in a new expanse entirely. The landscapes shifted around us, drenched in hues of silver and violet, where twilight cast a dreamlike glow across the undulating terrain. Whispers of wind rustled through dense foliage, each sound vibrant with life. This place seemed enigmatic, a celestial realm unbound by time, where each click of our hearts echoed against star-studded heavens, unearthing rhythms we hadn't even realized were hidden deep within. Where to now? Lee wondered aloud, glancing at the surrounding beauty that seemed to pulse in time with us. Whatever lies ahead is ours to unearth, I replied, a thrill surging through me. Remember, we're not merely specters here, we're catalysts. We can shape this space. With renewed resolve, we pressed forward, taking in the sights, the tendrils spiraling overhead and shimmering streams flowing like liquid moonlight through the vibrant vegetation. It feels serene, I mused, noting the gentle caress of energy around us. But at the same time, I feel it calling me deeper. Lee nodded in contemplative agreement. Let's explore further. We didn't come here merely to exist, we are meant to uncover context and insight. And so we delved deeper into the shimmering wilderness, following the melodies of nature that rang through the air, each sound a whisper weaving light across our senses. As we journeyed onward, the atmosphere thickened with anticipation, and the energies tangled in exquisite rhythms, beckoning us forward. Each step drew us nearer to something profound, something waiting to converge paths with our own. Suddenly, we came upon a glimmering glade, a realm bathed in the silver luminescence of dual moons overhead, their gentle light reflecting on a tranquil pool, shimmering with the richness of deep blues and emerald greens. The passage of time felt suspended here. Secrets floated just beneath the serene surface, and instinctively I felt a connection, an invitation, a reminder of the past and future intertwined. What do you feel? Lee asked, her voice soft, aware of the sanctity of this moment. I knelt beside the crystalline surface, peering into its depths. It feels like a place of reflection, of understanding. I studied the shimmering pattern beneath the water and gasped as swirling visions of past journeys cascaded forth. The faces of those who had intertwined within my life, woven into the fabric of my existence, friends, family, each shimmering with raw emotion, speaking truths I couldn't yet grasp. I see them, I whispered, my voice reverberating against the glade, and I reached out hesitantly, brushing the surface of the water with my fingers as visions rippled forth. They're calling me, they're calling us, Lee crouched beside me, entranced by the reflections shimmering within. "We can draw strength from them," she said, the determination steady in her gaze. "We can learn." As the moonlight danced across the surface, memories flowed from the depths. A cascade of laughter, echoes of tenderness, and intertwined sorrows. I could see moments when laughter enveloped our gatherings, when stories were shared and lifetimes intertwined, carrying the momentum of love. Alongside those moments were darker reflections. The shadows of fear, the burden of loss, anger painted across a canvas waiting to be freed. "Well, these are the bonds that hold us to this realm," I murmured, tracing the luminous shapes of a shared past. "They are reminders that every moment is alive, a thread woven in our destinies." The realization struck me with incredible force. We stood in sacred space, a physical manifestation of our emotions and connections. This was a sanctuary for growth. "We can heal here," I affirmed, emboldened by understanding, together. Lee leaned closer, our palms submerged in the cool water, sending ripples through the ethereal images. "But it requires vulnerability. We must embrace all that we carry within. Every fear, every joy." "Yes," I agreed, sensing a burgeoning energy rise. "We hold the power to confront, transform, and unify." We nodded to each other as we delved deeper into the reflections, the laughter of friends softly illuminating our hearts, the echoes of warmth reawakening dreams long tucked away, fervent hopes mingling with every memory, drawing powerful energy from the shared tapestry of experience. "We trust that it's all right to embrace every shadow," I urged Lee softly, allowing the current of emotional currents to carry my voice like a ripple blooming outward. "Let's unite those we've lost within our essence, allowing them to guide us forward." The swirling visions deepened, an insatiable tide unleashing transformative energy once hidden away. In our unity, I felt their essence. The softness of my mother's joy reflected within ripples, the laughter of friends dancing amid shadows waiting to be embraced. "Let them in," Lee coaxed, matching resonance with sincerity, guiding every flickering memory in to merge together, intertwined like roots digging deep into soil. With a final shared glance, we submerged our hands fully into the crystal pool, inviting the memories to flow through and envelop us in radiant warmth, kindling connections within that danced between every heartbeat. As the essence of the past whirled through us, I felt weight balancing with clarity, light merging shadows, binding every moment entwined with sorrow and joy. The celebration of loss forever inscribed in starlight. Sparks ignited in bursts of color, illuminating the glade, weaving through both our spirits until doubt and regret melted away. Chaotic symphony transforming lamentation into an embrace filled with light. Together, we honored the past and embraced our truth, each woven experience forming tapestries of understanding as we drew forth crystalline clarity, awakening the promise of a future set forth. "We stand not alone," I proclaimed, feeling charged with the enduring connections that transcended dimensions, but forever united in spirit, as our voices echoed around us. Caught in the symphony of radiant resonance, tendrils of light burst forth throughout the glade, responding to our promises. Colors erupted into shimmers of potential, cascading forth into the landscapes around us, opening paths as threads intricately wove through the universe. Each strand calmed within the depths, a brilliant illumination celebrating all lives woven within our memories, resonating in perfect harmony, drawing forth every strand of our collective history. "And we will share this light," Lee echoed, her heart surging alongside mine as our connection pressed outward. With every pulse of energy, the glade stirred alive, cells swelling with warmth as the universe celebrated with us. It was time to step beyond the shadows and weave our future. Together, we stood resolute, embracing the path beckoning before us, a serenade of hearts, intertwined in a journey threaded upon possibilities. With shared determination shining bright, we took a step forward, leaving behind our reflections, forever carrying those we loved within the very core of our being, embracing our power to illuminate connections that danced between stars, bringing forth a love immortal that echoed throughout the vast celestial expanse. And thus, hand in hand, we stepped through the shimmering portal, leading to yet another promise. a horizon waiting to unfurl as architects of our destiny. Emerging on the other side, I felt a vibrant energy swell around us. This space pulsated with newfound potential, myriad pathways illuminated before our eyes, each vibrant thread weaving into a canvas of possibilities. Hovering in the air were strands of light, each one tangled with dreams, aspirations, and journeys yet to unfold. I marveled at the kaleidoscope-like dimensions dancing just out of reach, a symphony of creation unfurling wherever the eye fell. "This is incredible," I whispered, all coloring my voice. "Wherever we are, this place is charged with energy." Lee nods, her face radiant with excitement. "It's not just charged, it's alive. Every thread pulsates with intention. It's as if we've stepped into the heart of possibility itself, and we're here to shape the reality, to give life to what we've uncovered." I breathed, feeling adrenaline course through my veins. We can build upon the memories we've forged, crafting new paths for all those who have stood by us. As we moved beneath the arching strands of light, the energy around us intensified in response, its colors blending, swirling into an energetic maelstrom, vibrant and inviting. It beckoned us forward, urging us to collaborate with its vibrancy. "We can unlock what lies beneath the surface," Lee declared, her excitement palpable. "Well, let's reach into the essence of our connection, forge it into something tangible that can guide those lost in their own struggle." And so, with renewed determination, we began to gather the strands of energy surrounding us. Fingers outstretched, we wove together dreams and memories, infusing the energy with the very essence that shaped our hearts. I could feel the love we brewed, joy, light, and laughter, kindness and hope, all mingling together into shimmering threads of potential. "Let it flow," I urged, allowing a rush of emotion to guide my hands as I sensed the expansive tapestry knitting around us. Let these strands intertwine not just for us, but for all those in need of connection. The moment we united our hearts, an explosion of color erupted. The tendrils responded, swirling with exhilarating force, arcing overhead as if conducting an orchestra of connected souls. Light pulsed brighter, glimmering as the myriad paths unfolded, thrilling discovery dancing at the edge of our fingertips. I could feel every memory vibrating within, a cacophony of love intermingled with darkness transforming into rebirth. "Look," Lee exclaimed, her voice infused with wonder. Before us opened a radiant portal that pulsed with ethereal light, a shimmering gateway stitched together from the strands we had woven. It beckoned us forward. "That's it. It's calling us to the next phase, to share what we've created." Yet, amidst the exhilaration, a flicker of doubt crept in, raising questions I couldn't suppress. What if we fail? What if we don't know how to bridge the divide? The questions hung heavily in the air. Lee's hand gripped mine tightly, grounding me as anticipation swirled around us. "We won't fail, Julian," she said softly, her resolve cutting through my apprehensions. "We're filled with the echoes of truth. We carry love across this universe, and as long as we stay connected, we can forge a path." With her faith igniting my own, I pushed the doubts aside to focus on the radiant portal before us. I could feel our shared energy, expansive yet palpable, unraveling the intentions that resonated within. It would guide us through. Together, I reiterated, determination rising within me once more. "We'll step through and show them the power of connection. We'll shine even brighter than before." Hand in hand, we began to move toward the radiant glow of the portal, feeling a palpable energy thrumming through the air. In one final breath, we plunged through its luminous embrace, an initiative boundless with hope shaped in love and acceptance, hearts united. The world shifted around us once again. Disorientation cascaded over us like a wave before we found ourselves standing on solid ground in an expansive landscape, brimming with potential, a sanctuary adorned with iridescent flora and pulsating fauna. The air hummed with the vibrations of thousands, energizing the swirling colors above like a breathtaking aurora. "Welcome," a voice resonated, soft yet commanding. It echoed through the vibrant landscape. From the brilliant tapestry, beings of light emerged, ethereal forms woven from threads intertwined with every hue imaginable. thankful glimmers resonating as if acknowledging the steps we had just taken. You've brought forth a resonance we have long awaited, a celebration of unity coupled with trust. Lee and I exchanged glances. Wonder sparkled in her eyes, mirroring my own. "Who are you?" I asked, captivated by the celestial beings floating before us, their presence exuding warmth and authenticity. "We are the Weavers," one responded, shimmering with an aura of wisdom, "guardians of possibility. We exist to nurture the light within all realms." "We sensed your journey," another added, its voice harmonizing alongside the rest. "A harmony stitched together by your essence. A consciousness drawn forth by your collective truth." Weaving worlds takes strength, a delicate balance between reality and the depths you chose to embrace, echoed another, the sentiment weaving like wind through my soul. "You hold the key to guide connections toward new beginnings." The weight of their words sank in, unveiling our role in this grand tale, not only as seekers of understanding, but also as agents of connection forged from shared journeys. "We wish to share love," Lee interjected, her voice filled with conviction. "To bring forth a way for those who struggle to see the light." The weavers pulsed with joy, energy fluttering around their luminous forms. "Then join us, dear travelers. Let us guide you into the catalyst for connection through love. Together, we can illuminate paths into realms not yet explored." With shimmering fervor, they gestured toward brilliant portals weaving through the fabric of existence, the tendrils glimmering with potential shimmers of every shade. "A step forward," they urged, the currents beckoning with familiarity. "Unfurl your essence, the strength of unity will infuse the tapestry of time." Caught in a whirlwind of emotions, I felt the vibration of our journey crackle in my fingertips. The visions of loss brushed against my heart, a reminder of where we had come from bolstered by purpose as we leapt toward the next chapter. Side by side, Lee and I stepped forth into the warmth, hand in hand, embracing all possibilities lying ahead, transforming unity into action as we invoked love and understanding. With every footfall, I felt the energy gather around us, resonating brightly, each pulse echoing with the promise of a new tomorrow. Holding tight to our memories, we created room for new futures to unfold, weaving together the stories of those who came before. As we moved toward the shimmering portals, the air thickened with anticipation, a sense of kinship, unfurling in waves, that filled the vast realm before us. Whatever awaited, our shared hearts would shed light on the shadows, guiding others toward connection. An infinite dance of love crystallizing in time's embrace. And with every breath we took, I felt gratitude bloom like starlight, enriched by memories that shaped our journey thus far. Together, hand in hand, we stepped into the embrace of newfound possibilities, unfolding before us the promise of unity, love, and boundless connection yet to come. The luminous portals shimmered brightly as we approached, twinkling like stars suspended above, each beckoning with the power to bridge worlds and experiences. The weavers swirled around us, intertwining their energies with ours, every strand illuminating the tapestry through which we would journey. With every step, allow your truth to guide you, one of the weavers encouraged, their voice resonating like the gentle chime of a distant bell. You transform the threads of existence into cosmic symphonies. Share your illumination, share your message. I glanced over at Lee, the depths of her resolve reflecting in her eyes. We can do this, I reassured her softly, sensing the pulse of energy around us, instilling courage in our hearts. It's not just ours to craft. We carry the essence of everyone we've encountered, every connection made. Together, she affirmed, squeezing my hand as we approached the nearest portal, energy swirling around us, intertwining like tendrils of fate. We'll guide the way. Taking a deep breath, we stepped into the glowing portal, the wave of warmth enveloping us. Instantly, sensations surged. The world blurred and reformed, and as we materialized on the other side, we found ourselves back in the meadow where our journey had begun. Only now, a myriad of figures filled the space, each silhouette was a blend of vibrant energies intertwined, shimmering with warmth that echoed as if they were threads stitched from the love we shared. Well, you've returned. An excited chorus erupted, voices blended in joyous resonance that swelled around us, faces lit with affection and eagerness, beckoning us forward. I gazed around, speechless with the outpouring of familiar connections. All those we had held dear and lost, now gathered within the meadow, given life anew. "This is astonishing," Lee exclaimed, tumbling forth to embrace the phantoms of our past. "To see everyone gathered like this. They've come to share in our journey. We carry their essence," I whispered, feeling tears brim in my eyes. "Our stories unite. They have traversed through love, pain, knowledge. Together we rise." As the warmth surrounded us, I felt the echoes of truth vibrate within the space, each heartbeat resonating with the strength of every soul united. With all of them here, I was reminded that the losses we endured were but moments in a much larger narrative, a powerful testament to the resilience of bonds formed, each one like a thread sewn into the fabric of time. "We stand together," I called out, my voice strong, imbued with newfound conviction that coursed through every flicker of reality. "Every moment shapes our essence. May we guide those who struggle to find their own way." The meadow sprung to life, glowing under the touch of a gentle breeze. The ground beneath us transformed, becoming a rich tapestry of colors as we weaved together our unified truths, memories shining bright. Tendrils of light sprouted forth, illuminating faces filled with acceptance and distance as they echoed laughter through the verdant expanse. As love's energy ignited between us, I felt the visions of those lost. The sound of my brother's laughter danced overhead, while the warmth of his embrace vibrated beneath the surface. Together, Eli echoed beside me. "We'll carry this essence forward. We'll forge a new path filled with understanding." The warmth pulsating through us surged like wildfire, illuminating everything around, spreading clarity, as if with every proclamation, we were unearthing the raw truths shared by all assembled. "Stand with us," I exclaimed, urging everyone forward. "Well, hold tight to your memories and celebrate every aspect of your journey. Let's bring forth the love deep-seated within." The ground vibrated beneath our feet, energies intertwining, feeding off each other as we formed a massive circle. The realization expansive and embracing as energy spiraled into a cosmic dance. The connections flourished, memories of loss mingling with laughter, each shared moment breaking barriers that had stifled dreams amidst swirling colors. I sent the clear energy soaring and intentionally reached into the fabric of existence itself, a tapestry not meant to confine but to illuminate hope. I drew forth threads, binding the connections created, knowing that we were no longer isolated but united. A force greater, emerging fueled by the urgency of our truths. Let's weave a bridge not just for us, but for all who wander in darkness, Lee urged as she lifted her voice beside me, resonating across the meadow. These memories tell a story filled with love, and they must not fade away. As she spoke, we poured our intentions into the energies that enveloped us, visions flowing forth as laughter broke through the air. I watched in awe as images intertwined, portraits of joy. Echoes of sorrow energy mingled into sacred unity, each understanding the weight of love carried through. Together we formed portraits of resilience and hope, living testaments illuminating the pathway for those who felt lost in despair, reminding them that they too could traverse the divide. The fabric of existence vibrated as we stepped forward, pouring our essences into the air as whispers formed stories. "We give this to you," we chanted the words, carrying an echo that reverberated into the expanse. To the soul seeking light, a flame eternally ignited, a beacon guiding the way. Every heart pulsed together harmoniously, each note resonating with truths untold, honoring those who walked along the threads before us, building new pathways forged from understanding, compassion, and love. The meadow blossomed anew as memories wove themselves into the landscape, images of joyful connections and shared laughter painting the world around us, a testament to resilience and the power of unity. And in that moment, a wave of energy pulsed above us, as if the universe breathed alongside us, realizing in unison that we'd become custodians of the light, igniting flames of hope across myriad realms. Together we create, I shouted, conviction soaring through every fiber of my being. Together we illuminate, Lee's voice echoed at my side, each word cascading through the air. We create connections that resonate throughout the ages, as our energies spiraled outward, bathed in shimmering light that intertwined with our deepest truth. It became more than a proclamation. It became an invitation, a call to action, a pledge unisoned in echoing clarity. We join our heartbeats, letting our voices transcend distance, binding threads of love between every soul. I proclaimed, feeling the essence pulsing through us. We are not alone. We are forever united. Vibrations soared forth, wrapping around the meadow and infusing the surroundings with luminescent blossoms, illuminating a verdant realm filled with renewed vitality, where each thread played its role in the cosmic dance of existence, filling the universe with both potential and longing, echoes of memory woven into a future yet to emerge. The radiant tapestry expanded under the influence of our combined energy, wildflowers blooming in vivid shades, creating waves of color that cascaded through the meadow. The air shimmered with possibility, how beautifully we crafted connections. May our bonds be nurtured through every realm, I said, sensing energy binding itself to the memories. Together as one forever bright, the weavers encircled us, glowing with warmth, and together we found balance amidst the light and shadows. A dance of remembrance guiding us forward to embrace every moment. The meadow distinctly thrummed a melody born of gratitude, transformed from every moment, lived into vivid colors streaming from a heart filled with love. And there, within that melody woven into existence, I could feel clarity unfurling. The essence that lingered on the edges of my soul unfolding into the embrace of the universe. It lets illuminate the paths of those who seek connection. The flames ignited through adversity. I proclaimed, strength surging with each word. In that moment, the connections ignited brighter than the stars, shimmering across every horizon yet untouched. We were more than travelers. We were architects of destiny, forging paths illustrating love, resilience, and unity, an eternal celebration within existence itself. Hand in hand, we stepped toward our collective future. A beautiful intermingling, a journey spiraling infinitely among stars, all bound together as a testament to connection and love. Our next step transitioned into shimmering synchronicity, and just as we prepared to leap into the cosmic unknown, a shifting wind brushed against my cheek, bringing forth a clarity that reminded me why we fought so hard for connection, to celebrate love eternally and uncover the stories that would heal within every soul. With every heartbeat aligned, we would carry forth a light so vibrant, it could shine across any divide. We stepped together into the uncharted territory, a realm waiting for our yearning hearts, seeking an awakening into continued growth. A universe revived in love intertwined throughout the cosmos. Together, we would illuminate what once lay hidden, bridging darkness into light. A journey chronicled in the vastness of memory, where compassion danced on the fringes of time. In this moment, our stories would unfurl through every heartbeat, echoing throughout the universe, threading them into the essence that binds us all, the eternal dance of love, whispering between stars, forever illuminating the paths awaiting discovery. As the warmth of our collective energy reverberated through the air, a warm gust swept across the meadow, stirring the luminescent flora, blooming with vibrant colors and bathing us in golden light. The weavers swirled around us, their shimmering forms pulsating in rhythm like a cosmic heartbeat, amplifying the surge of anticipation rippling through our collective consciousness. Together, I affirmed, gazing deeply into Lee's eyes, feeling the strength of our connection resonating in every corner of our souls. Let's keep forging this path. Let's illuminate the shadows that still linger in the hearts of those who have lost their way. Vincent, a fellow crew member who had shared in our journey through the divide, stepped forward, his expression a mix of determination and warmth. The echoes of unresolved grief etched across his features, shifted into a fierce resolve. We can craft a conduit and energy exchange that amplifies hope and connection. Together, we can shine light on all who seek it. Yes, Lee exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with possibilities. We can transform this meadow into a sanctuary, a gathering place for all who have faced darkness. With a chorus of memories hung in the air, embracing us like an old friend, I closed my eyes for a moment, just feeling the warmth of their aspirations entwined with my own, like a tapestry embroidered with the lessons we had learned along the way. Let's channel our collective strength into something powerful, I suggested. We must craft an energy flow that not only honors the past, but also empowers those yearning for connection. With renewed purpose, we began to gather again, each individual threading their hands together, forming an expansive circle that pulsated with our energies, the warmth radiating like a beacon of light across the meadow. I could feel the familiar vibrations of love and loss woven deep within, each heartbeat harmonizing with our intentions. Let's weave together our stories, I said, articulating the vision crafting in my mind. Let's unleash the memories we hold within and share them with the universe. The weavers shimmered brightly as they responded, intertwining their energies with ours, igniting a cascade of luminescence overhead. Tendrils of light spiraled upward, encircling us, lifting our essence toward the cosmos, weaving dreams as they spun the collective energy into existence. Visualize your memories, Lee urged. Share the fragments that have shaped you, blending them together like colors coalescing on a canvas. I closed my eyes again, allowing the memories to take shape, ripples of joy, heartache, and everything in between. I could see my brother's face amidst swirling energy, a reminder that loss was not the end, but rather a testament to love's enduring grip on our being. Alex, I whispered, allowing the essence of his laughter to fill the air, blending with every fiber of our shared experience. I felt the pulse of energy synchronize around us, weaving a healing embrace among us, stitching together each spirit that had once strayed. As the memories forged forth, echoes of stories intertwined seamlessly. Laughter rose like a crescendo, illuminating the meadow with each sentiment transformed into vibrant colors, blues, golds, reds, all reflecting the essence of who we were. We share this light, Lee raised her voice, radiating determination. For every scar, every wound that has yet to heal, let's honor their existence. The vibrant colors seem to weave a dance around us, forming shapes in midair. Dreams and aspirations taking form before our very eyes. Each flickering silhouette resonated with the potential to forge the connections we had long sought, each pulse igniting a need for love that transcended the divide. Bring forth your struggles, Vincent encouraged, sentiment thickening the atmosphere, and let this light become your strength. Together, we channeled our energies into the dynamic flow, the collective essence weaving a tapestry shimmering with hope. With every vibration, we illuminated loved ones lost, friends cherished, heartbreak transformed, all woven intricately into the meandering currents of light enveloping us. And then, as we resonated deeper, something wondrous began to happen. The very ground beneath us glimmered, and the air pulsed as each memory surged forth, coalescing into a brilliant aurora that rippled across the meadow. To everyone we loved and lost, I exclaimed, gaze steady as the brilliance illuminated our circle. To every connection forged, may they find the way back. The colors surged higher, spinning radiant lights twinkling down like stars amid the sprawling tapestry blossoming overhead. As we merged our energies, the portal above began to morph, shimmering into an entryway that swelled with energy, inviting connection. In that moment of fervor, I felt the essence of those interconnected alongside us, the longing for connection surging forward, reaching for the luminous portal woven from our united truth. This was not merely a collection of memories, but a rich tapestry seeping into the very fabric of the universe, a pathway to enlightenment. We will guide them, Lee shouted, alight with emotion. We will share this journey together. Enveloped by light, we summoned forth voices from the past, intertwining laughter and solace, amplifying their dreams as if dictating our future together. beckoning to those entangled within shadows. The air grew electric with emotions, swirling around us as the portal before us pulsed invitingly. A bridge to those who wandered alone. Let's embody these journeys, I declared, feeling the strength of everyone gathered in the meadow, their energies thrumming against the edges of my heart. Let's rise and venture forth into the expansive unknown, illuminating paths as they bloom. With every judgment released, every burden upheld, we shared our essence within that portal, letting our stories flow. It embodied our commitment to guide others. The glow intensified with every heartbeat, merging with the endless visions awaiting beyond thresholds anew. As the vibrancy surrounded me, I knew that we had woven a luminous pathway, a bridge that beckoned hope, illuminating the steps to collective healing, scattering light where once there was only doubt. The world shone bright, ignited by our unified commitment to illuminate the voyage toward understanding, acceptance, and most importantly, love. In that moment, we became guardians of connection, architects of the future, holding tightly to the narratives we had forged, guiding the way for souls searching in darkness. Hand in hand, we stepped through the luminous portal, embracing the journey stretching before us toward the infinite possibilities waiting at the horizon. Beyond it lay a universe yearning for connection, bound by narratives we had just begun to explore. As the tide surged around us, heartbeats intertwined, plunging deeper into the adventure that awaited us, we emerged as champions of light, a testament to the indomitable spirit that shaped our destinies. Together, we became a force carrying us toward the dawn of a new existence, an existence vibrant with interconnected lives celebrating their illumination. The journey had only just begun. As we stepped through the luminous portal, the transition felt surreal, like bursting through the surface of a tranquil lake, only to be catapulted into a vast ocean. The air shimmered with a crystalline clarity, and a panorama unfolded before us, one that glistened with impossibilities. The vastness around us stretched like an expansive canvas, shimmering in a kaleidoscope of colors that danced across the horizons. The landscape shifted and morphed, revealing towering structures made of luminescent crystals, spiraling up toward a sky woven from countless stars. The very atmosphere vibrated with the hum of life, a vibrant chorus of energies resonating in harmony, a thriving symphony that echoed the heartbeat of the universe. We made it, Lee breathed, awe spilling into her voice. Look at this place, it's breathtaking. It feels alive. I nodded, my own emotions oscillating between wonder and trepidation. This was the realm beyond the divide, the expanse we had sought for so long. Yet, something deeply instinctual stirred within me, a recognition that we were no longer mere explorers. We had become stewards of transformation, custodians of a truth that transcended the barriers of past shadows. Around us, tendrils of energy floated like ethereal ribbons, cascading through the air, weaving effortlessly into the architecture of the crystalline landscape. As I stepped forward, I felt a pull, a shimmering thread tugging at my consciousness, almost inviting. This is a nexus of connection, I mused aloud. Here, we can bridge lives, heal wounds, and allow love to flourish. But it's not just for us. It's meant for everyone. Suddenly, the ground quaked with palpable energy, and the crystalline structures around us began to pulsate, sending waves of light rippling out across the horizon. A figure materialized, an entity made entirely of luminescence, shaped like a human but radiating warmth and wisdom beyond comprehension. It glided toward us, leaving trails of vibrant colors in its wake. Welcome, travelers. The entity's voice resonated like the soft chime of bells, echoing through the vastness. You have crossed the divide, and in doing so, you carried the essence of your journey, your love, your pain, and your profound connection. It is here that you may offer this energy to heal. Who are you? I asked cautiously, curious yet reverent. I am the arbiter, a guardian of this realm, a guide for those who seek the light dwelling within. The entity replied, its shifting form emanating an aura of compassion. Your journey has awakened the energies of this place, and now you hold the power to connect worlds, to illuminate paths that have long been shrouded in darkness. "What must we do?" Lee queried, her eyes alight with determination. "We want to share this light, the love we've gathered, to help others find their way. With every intention you manifest, you weave through time, shaping destinies multilayered," the Arbiter explained, gesturing toward the horizons, which now seemed to shimmer with threads of memory spiraling from innumerable beings. "Share your truths and channel them into this realm. Create a sanctum where souls may come, where bonds can be forged anew." A wave of understanding swept over me, igniting the heart of our mission. We had traversed the cosmos not merely to discover knowledge, but to create a space for healing connection, an offering of love that knew no bounds. "Let's do it," I exclaimed, exuberant, turning to our circle of comrades, awaiting in anticipation. "Let's show everyone what love can accomplish, what unity can create." With a shared intent, we formed a circle, drawing upon the energies of connection we carried within, channeling every experience, every joy, grief, and laughter into the air. The very threads that glistened around us surged with brilliance as we began to weave our collective narrative, a tapestry laden with understanding. "Together we are stronger," Lee's voice rang clear, merging with the pulse of the Arbiter that glided gracefully above us. "Together we can illuminate the shadows." As our stories flowed through the air, vibrant colors ignited, cascading into the fabric of existence woven tightly around us. The light intensified, spiraling outward into the surrounding realm, illuminating paths traveling far beyond our sight. The Arbiter hovered closely, acting as a compass guiding our energies. "Allow the connections to flow freely," it encouraged. "Invigorate the energy that binds your souls, and embrace each memory shared." And so we poured forth our truths, our aspirations becoming a collective force, cascading through the depths of compassion bound by shared histories. From the laughter of my brother and vehicles of loss, to the resilience in Lee's journey alongside mine, each pulse formed waves, unearthing incredible strength, resonating deep within the realm. Threads of shimmering light interacted around us, revealing intricate patterns emerging from moments once forgotten. They danced freely through the expansive sky, beckoning others along the paths forged in connection. We became the catalysts for healing the echoes of our truths, metamorphosing into tangible waves rippled throughout the landscape. The vibrant colors of the expanse pulsed with new life, revealing countless figures, shimmers weaving glimpses of life, each jog of memory echoing the stories we shared. Spirits that had long wandered explored the spaces, their energies tugging gently at their heartstrings, searching for connection. Then, within our circle, I felt a surge that transcended mere energy. It was a confluence, a fusion of light and love manifesting through fearlessness, becoming a beacon for the people yearning to illuminate their path toward liberation. "Together we rise," I shouted, the chorus resonating outward, lighting the horizon with possibilities. "What is happening?" Lee gasped, delight dancing in her eyes as she observed the landscape unfurling before us. "The light. It's awakening others," I replied, resonant warmth blooming inside me as I recognized how threads reaching across dimensions spun together, threading through souls searching for brightness. "Look how they're responding." The air crackled with life, flickering figures emerging into existence, their forms glowing with the light we had unleashed. Each luminous being held the stories of their own realities, spirits bound by connections forged through love, loss, and indomitable hope. As the energy intensified, the Arbiter extended its hands, channeling tendrils of brilliance toward the figures surrounding us. "Welcome," it spoke, warmly encompassing our gathering. "Welcome home, wherever you wander, you belong." In this sacred space, we had birthed something unprecedented, a sanctuary of understanding ignited by truth. Weaving together the vibrant threads cast through our experiences, we created connectivity between realms, bridging the chasms that so often led to isolation. "Let us transform together," Lee declared, her voice alive with fervor. "Let us lift one another through the spectrum of light, through the choices made that allow love to flourish." With renewed vigor, we encourage those newfound spirits to join our circle, to share their truths, their laughter, their long-held grief. As they stepped forward, I felt the energies intertwining. A silence singing through the air as we gathered, voices coalescing into a breathtaking symphony of unity. Together, we fused our hearts, every truth and every pain stitched into the new landscape, allowing each story to resonate through luminous pathways, tending to the souls wandering in search of solace. Elevate one another, I called out. In every light shared, we find renewed strength. Together, we rise. As we surged forth, luminous spheres of light traveled along the pathways around us, opening doors to yet more realms filled with new beings seeking connection. Our intertwined narratives pulsed vibrantly, becoming a tapestry that swirled across the expanse, illuminating even the gloomiest corners of existence. Forward, Lee cheered, guiding the energy alongside me as radiant pathways widened. Let's embrace those who wish to find these connections. The energy roared to life, erupting in spiraling waves, encompassing the figures that stepped forward, each luminous one resonating with the light shared, bringing forth stories that healed beyond our comprehension. As we moved deeper through the resplendent landscape, I felt every source of energy lives reborn, transforming memories into manifestations, crafting spaces built on understanding. It will light the way for those longing to bridge their divides. I realized exhilaration coursing through me as I reveled in the realization that clarity resided not only within us, but among all vibrantly connected beings. With our hearts ablaze, let us share this sacred gift. Lee called out, her voice weaving harmoniously throughout the atmosphere. Together, we are unstoppable. As newfound figures gathered around us, they came together, sharing stories resonant with life, laughter, and trials. Each voice echoed through the land, intertwining like threads, weaving a brilliant tapestry that shone with the brilliance of unity. The ground trembled gently beneath us, and the arbiter hovered, watching as we built upon the foundation we'd forged, the sacred light embracing every thread crafted with intentions of compassion. And in that moment, I understood. We had transcended the limitations of our past struggles. Through love, we transformed loss into light and shared our essence freely, unearthing deeper connections that bound us all together in a cosmic tapestry. As the sky above pulsed brighter, illuminating the horizon filled with potential, we remained anchored to our truths, to our resilience, a testament that the bonds surfacing here would spread like ripples across space and time. Let's raise our voices in harmony, I urged, reaching for Lee's hand, intertwining our energies. Let's leave echoes that resonate, bright ripples that light the paths for those lost. And together, we took a deep breath. We lifted our voices in a harmony that swelled, calling forth the universe, inviting others to rise, to join us in this incredible journey toward healing. A timeless commingling of souls weaving through the tended tapestry of love, unity, and endless possibility. The energies surged around us, condensing to a point of brilliance that radiated outward, stitches of light weaving anew from the past into a luminous future. In unison, we soared toward the horizon, an undying chorus reverberating with promise, carrying forth the stories we were destined to tell. And so it began, a resounding journey unveiled beyond the divide, where love flourished eternally, forever weaving the essence of connection into the very fabric of the universe itself. Together, we would shine bright, our shared light guiding the way for countless souls, a journey of renewal eternally unfolding.